Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you a super useful trick in Google Sheets that will save you tons of time if you ever have to work with date data that's stored as plain text numbers. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to turn a string of numbers like 20,250,712 into a fully recognized date that Google Sheets can understand and work with, whether you're sorting, filtering, or running calculations. This is a really common situation, especially if you've imported data from another system or received it in a weird format, and trust me, learning this one simple formula can make your whole spreadsheet life easier. Alright, let's jump right in. Imagine you've got a column of text in your sheet and it looks something like this: 20,250,712, 20,250,713, 20,250,714. At first glance, it's obvious these are dates, but Google Sheets just sees them as plain old numbers or text. So if you try to use them for date calculations, nothing will work as expected, and sorting by date will go completely haywire. What we want to do is convert each of these text entries into a valid date that Google Sheets recognizes, so let's get started. Click on the cell where you want your first actual date to appear, maybe right next to your text date. Let's say you're working in cell B2 while your original text is in A2. Here, the game-changing formula you'll type in equals date left A24 mid A252 right A2. Don't worry if this looks a bit tricky at first glance. I'll walk you through exactly what each part is doing. First, let's break it down together. The date function in Google Sheets wants three things: the year, the month, and the day in that order. But our original value, like 20,250,712, is just a string with all that info crammed together. That's where left, mid, and right come in. They help us pull out each piece. Left A24 grabs the first four characters, which is 2025 in this example, giving us the year. Is a little like slicing bread from the middle. It starts at the fifth character and takes two digits, so you get 7, which is our month. And finally, right A22 takes the last two digits, so we get 12, which of course is the day. By feeding these parts into the date formula, we're telling Google Sheets, hey, here's the year, month, and day, and I want you to build a proper date out of them. Now go ahead and press enter. You might notice that the cell's display changes from this long string of numbers to something like 7122025, or whatever your local date format is. That's exactly what you want. Google Sheets is now treating this as a date, not just random digits. But what if you have a whole list of these text dates? Don't worry, you don't need to retype the formula for each row. Just hover over the bottom right corner of the cell you just filled. You'll see that little square called the fill handle. When your cursor turns into a plus sign, click and drag it down through the rest of your list. In a few moments, every single text entry in your column will be converted into a proper date. Super efficient, right? And that's it. You've now unlocked the power to handle weird date formats in Google Sheets like a pro. If you found this tutorial helpful, give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe for more tips like this. Got any questions or run into trouble? Drop a comment below and I'll be happy to help out. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.